second quarter for the team. What you guys were able to do differently to pull away in the second half?
We were able to come up with stops, man. I think that's what it came down to. I think we got to that early lead. We kind of got lackadaisical and, careless with the ball, and our effort and energy kind of just went away when we came out to a nice lead, and they fought, and we knew this team was going to keep competing. They're a scrappy team, even though they had a lot of trades and a lot of guys, changing from that team. They're still a fighting team and a team that's going to compete all the way to the end, and they gave us their best shot tonight.
You said pretty consistently all season that you're just going to do what the coaching staff asks you. Frankie told us he talked to you about last game, getting marked some run. Now you're back in and you get the minutes tonight and play well. How does that affect your mindset, Trez, and then how did that impact the way you played tonight, if at all?
I'm a competitor. I always want to be out there on the floor, especially like a game, the last game we had, and it's just one of those things that you have to learn to deal with, man. But I've been in this position before, man. I came in this league and played behind, two centers in Dwight and Nene in Houston. So, and I've been around veteran guys who, taught me how to take this game as a pro. I had great veterans throughout this league, and Trevor Reeves and guys like Will, man. So, it's about being a pro, man. It's about doing the things what the team needs and what the coach is asking you to do at that point in time. That's all I did. I still continue to do my extra work off the court as I normally do, just because at the end of the day, I'm a worker. It's how I've been able to get into this game and stay in it, and I'm just going to keep doing all the little things, behind closed doors I always do.
Dave? Trez, you guys are still waiting on LeBron, obviously, to get whole, but the big man rotation now, you guys are all healthy. What do you guys bring as a group, and how is that a strength for this team?
It's a complete diverse group of guys that do a little different, from each other in every aspect. Dre is a dominant force down low on defensive end and offenses in the middle for us. AD is more of a guy who can, do both with handling the ball and the way that he shoots it. From mid-range and perimeter. Mark is a guy who can extend it out to the three-point line and pick and pop situation, but also roll and play make for us. And me, I just try to do all the little energy things, extra plays, and when guys find me on rolls and just around the basket, I just try to do my job of finishing for them and converting. Same thing with Keith. I feel like he's one of those guys with that AD type role. A guy that rolls, post up, playing that short range area, but can also extend it to the three. So it's a complete diverse group of guys that gives you a lot of things differently when it comes to getting on the floor.
No.
Hey Trez, last year in the playoffs, Frank, you did a lot of different things with the big man rotation. There were series where neither Dwight or JaVale played. There were series where JaVale didn't play, Dwight did. Or Keith came on big. It just changed series to series, and some guys had to take a seat. Is your sense going into these playoffs that it could be the same thing, where there might be a series that you aren't in the rotation, and maybe a series where you are? And how do you feel about that if that's the case?
To be honest with you, Bill, I don't know what they did last year or how their rotations went in or out the rotation, the guys they had, but all those guys you just named, I'm none of them. I'm Montrez. I play Montrez's game, and I do what Coach asks Montrez to do towards the team. Like I said, same thing I've been doing all year, playing as hard as I can, doing all the little things that I can for the team to win, and just coming to work every day. Like I said, if Coach needs me to sit a night or anything like that, man, I've done it, as you can see, but that's not up to me. I don't have no control of that. I'm just gonna focus on the things that I can control, and I've known that I'm at my best when I do those things, because if I sit here and start racking my brain on the things I can't control or the things I don't know or what's going to happen, then I'm going to stress myself out, and it's not going to be any good for nobody. So
Yeah.
Trez, kind of big picture about this team this year. I mean, you guys have had so many guys in and out of the lineup, with injuries, with other stuff. Has it been frustrating that this group hasn't fully been able to come together on the court for any real stretch of time? And I guess are nights like tonight, when things go really badly for a stretch like they did in the second quarter, and you guys are able to work out of it, can that be valuable for a team that's trying to build cohesion and chemistry?
Honestly, I feel like every game that we play and the injuries that we have is valuable, and it's a learning process. As far as the not having somebody or the way that the season has went with injuries. Everybody's dealt with that, man. You see around the league, still to this day, guys are having major injuries and going out left and right. It's just one of those things that we have to deal with this year. We're not the only ones that's going through it. It's multiple teams in the league that's going through it. So I think these games are doing a lot for everybody, man. Around the league, it's learning and teaching everybody how to play just through a lot of different adversity. No matter what it's COVID, injuries, rotation. It's a lot of different things that's coming with this season. And I definitely think last year was definitely one of the special seasons as far as going to the bubble and them completing the season. But this is definitely going to be one for the books right here, man. It's the first time guys are out traveling, and we're going to city to city with COVID and playing different protocols and stuff like that. So like I said, last year was definitely one for the books, but this is going to be one for the books as well, man. With guys going through injuries and all the different ups and downs that every team had to go through this year.
Hey, Perez, in that third quarter, you seemed to be getting pretty frustrated that you felt like you were playing through contact and shooting through contact. Then you kind of had that moment where you got the and one, you flexed a little bit. I was sort of wondering what was sort of the emotional build-up for you during that stretch, and did you get a sense that the emotion of you getting that and one affected the team in any way?
Honestly, I definitely think it did affect the team because the guys definitely rallied around that, and it brought a sense of energy that I felt we needed in that point of time. As far as me, it's nothing no different than I do any other game, man. I play with a lot of energy, a lot of passion because every day I get to wake up and put my shoes on and be blessed to play the game of basketball to take care of my family and my loved ones, man. So I'm going to play with the same energy, the same passion every game. I'm out there just leaving it all on the floor, like I said, doing the little things and all the small things that show up for our team to win and help our team win, really.
Last question, Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Trez, Coach talked about, staying together and pretty much keeping that continuity and continue to build the chemistry. What are some of the things that have helped you build chemistry with this team, especially with this being your first year with the club?
Just all the team bonding that we do, both on and off the court, on planes and in the hotel, different aspects like that, just being around one another throughout the protocol and the safety instances of what we can and can't do. I think we've done a great job of just doing team bonding in those instances of the all the protocols that we have to abide by. I think that these guys are one of the best at just building that togetherness as a group, not only on the court but off the court as well.